cloud-based AI-powered antivirus app that was designed to evolve with today's threats. It's fast, lightweight protection that works across all my devices without slowing me down. If you need another reason to switch, get this. WebRoot Essentials recently ranked #1 in independent Passmark performance studies against 9 other brands, like Norton, McAfee, and even Microsoft Defender. The study found that WebRoot Essentials scans 6 times faster, uses far less memory, and takes up 33% less space on your computer. I've seen the difference WebRoot has made for my devices, and now you can too. My listeners get 62% off WebRoot Essentials at webroot.com/Kim. Get the #1 ranked antivirus protection for just $19 a year right now at webroot.com/Kim. Webroot.com/Kim. Go now while you're thinking about it. Webroot.com/Kim.
Talkback, Central Louisiana's longest-running talk show, is now everywhere you are. Talkback is now streaming live on X at Sedla Update, plus Facebook and YouTube at KSYL. It's Talkback, Central Louisiana's longest-running talk show. Whether it's the guests or the callers, Talkback is where Central Louisiana begins its conversation.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome in. It is Talkback on your Friday. I'm Al Quartermont. Stephen is out today. Nathan Martin is here today on this day, National Tequila Day. Something you might not know much about.
Two preachers walk into a radio studio and talk about tequila.
And of course, a lot of us Gen Xers remember this song from the great movie Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Which I've not seen, but I've heard this song a lot.
You never saw Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
Nah, it looked dumb. Sorry.
Wait.
I only had certain limited, opportunities to see movies, and that one didn't rank up in there as one that I wanted to see. Was it good?
I loved it.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
I still haven't seen Stripes.
Okay. Make sure you watch the edited version. But now I remember I was actually with a friend of mine. This is when I was staying out in western Kansas in the summers, and he was getting ready to go to Wichita State University, so I went with him. It was kind of like his orientation weekend or whatever, and I had some free time in the afternoon, and that's right when the movie came out, so that's what I did. I went and saw Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
So I'm like, what's the premise of the movie?
He gets a new bike, and there's a kid that's like jealous of his bike, so he steals it.
Oh.
And then Pee-wee has to go on this adventure to get his bike back. So, yeah.
And is he like a grown-up version of himself, or is he like a dressed-up big kid?
He's like a dressed-up big kid. Yeah.
Okay.
It's all the Pee-wee Herman, what's the word I'm looking for? Just the typical kind of stuff from him. You never watched Pee-wee's Playhouse?
I never did.
Okay.
No.
First time I saw Pee-wee Herman was actually in a Cheech and Chong movie, but you probably didn't see that one either.
What's funny is I have seen a couple of Cheech and Chong movies, and I used to listen to some of their comedy stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
Boy.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
So now I'm really revealing. There was one.
Like Sister Mary Elephant?
I don't remember that one.
Class.
Okay, I do remember that. But the one I really remember, and I don't remember who it was, but it's like there's a knock at the door. Hey.
Whatever you do, don't answer the phone. That one?
I don't remember. I just remember
the phone is fucked.
I just remember he's not here. No, it's Jorge.
Oh, yeah.
or what? It wasn't Jorge, but Pablo or who? Right. Pablo's not here. No, I'm Pablo. Who? Pablo. Pablo's not here. Yeah.
Okay, I remember that one. Yeah.
Okay, so that one was played often as a.
Now you had to have been listening to that, unbeknownst to your parents.
No, they had no clue. Look, and I blame it all on my neighbor Jim on the corner because he had all that stuff.
Yeah.
And he imbibed as well. And I can honestly say I have never. I'm not even Bill Clinton when he said I didn't inhale. I've not touched it. But
wow, that's impressive. I'll give you credit. So the tequila song, I know when you go to Mexico, a lot of people have you bring back vanilla.
Yes,
have they ever
do.
requested you to bring back tequila?
I have had the request made, I think, in jest. I think it was in jest more than once.
We think.
And isn't there something about a worm in tequila?
There is.
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
Again, things I've only seen. But apparently, now let me tell you, though, I had an experience with tequila in high school. Let me explain that no further, okay? I was in the Key Club in high school, and we were putting together a float for the homecoming parade. And a bunch of us kids were at a friend's house who had a big shop. His dad had a big shop. And so we were decorating this float. And one of the guys showed up, and he had drank at least half a bottle of tequila by himself. He wasn't just 3 sheets to the wind. He was a whole department store set of sheets to the wind. He was so messed up. And everybody was laughing at him and making fun of him and telling him, that tree is attacking you. And this guy had some martial arts, so he's doing karate on a pine tree, falling down. He's vomiting.
Oh, no.
And let me tell you what that did for me, though. I saw how everybody made fun of him and, at his expense were just, it was, I felt so sorry for the guy. I ended up taking him home.
Wow.
And, let me.
You were like the good Samaritan in the situation.
I really. I mean, me and another guy who neither one of us drank.
Yeah.
We took him to where we thought was his home. Now this is like at 1 o'clock in the morning. We left him on the doorstep. We rang the doorbell and we ran. And we found out later that we had actually put him on his neighbor's doorstep. It was not his doorstep. But we were trying to be nice. We were trying to get this kid home safely because he was messed up. But it was experiences like that made me think, do I really want to do that? Do I really want to be so, consumed by something that all my friends because they just laughed at him. He was the butt of the joke. Wow. And no, those kind of experiences, I don't think I really missed a whole lot.
No, you didn't.
Yeah. So I'm being texted. We better change the topic.
Would that be your wife?
No, it's not. It's just another friend.
Oh, okay.
You and I have gotten a couple of texts.
Yeah.
So we've been told someone would pay money if we sing a duet of Cheech and Chong's Basketball Jones. Thank you very much. Dave's not here. That's what it was, Dave. Okay. Dave's not here. If you find that Cheech and Jones clip, it really is funny. I have to admit, they were humorous.
Open the door, man. Are you familiar with Basketball Jones?
No, I'm not.
You're not?
I'm not.
Really?
You need to play it.
Really?
I guess, because I don't know.
With Coach Umguana Kick Booty?
No, I have no clue. I'm telling you, I was very sheltered. I mean, I know you're shocked that I even know who they are. But.
Yeah. So, like I said, Pee Wee Herman, the first time I saw him was in Cheech and Chong's Nice Dreams movie. He's a guy like in an insane asylum, which checks out. But then next time I saw him, I don't remember. It might have been on like Letterman's show. He's come on Dave Letterman's show all the time. And Letterman would just treat him like kind of the weirdo that he was. So, but then, he had the big Pee Wee's Playhouse and all that. So another kind of related song. A couple of weeks ago, I wasn't here, and you and Steven were talking about the Pina Colada song.
Yeah.
Escape. So,
if you like Pina Colada.
The point of that song is it's a guy who's bored with his love life, so he puts a classified ad out, and then the woman who ends up answering the classified ad is in fact the woman that he's dating. They just never realized they all like the same thing.
So the question is, did that end well?
Apparently it did.
I mean, because here's my take on it. You take out a classified ad. Today it'd be you go on Tinder or whatever, and the person who clicks on your profile is your wife.
Yes.
So what does that say?
Yeah.
Both of you should be in trouble because you're both
Right.
looking, right?
Right.
I mean, first of all, he puts an ad out, and then she answers the ad. I don't know. I think they need some marriage counseling.
Probably so. Probably so.
But it is a catchy song. I mean, it's even stuck in my head.
Yeah. He said, I never knew that you liked pina coladas.
Isn't that something?
Getting caught in the rain and all that stuff. So, hey, you never know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's a Friday. We're always looking forward to talking with you guys on a Friday. We always kind of let loose, have a little fun. Coming up at 8:05, Dr. Michael Letty will be here from Midstate Orthopedic. As coming up a week from tomorrow, I believe it is. Or wait, is it the week after that? Let me just double check here quickly. It is August 8th. So that's 2 weeks from tomorrow, correct?
That
August
sounds
8th?
right.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's the 31st.
Yeah.
I mean, next week is the 31st. So
Yeah.
the first, yeah. 2 weeks. 2 weeks from tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 25th. The following Saturday is the 1st. That's 1 week from tomorrow. And then 2 Saturdays. Hey, Dave's not here.
Answer the door, man. You got the stuff. Oh my gosh. All right, let's go to the phones. Maybe they'll
Save
help
us.
escape. Good morning. You're on Talkback.
Hey, good morning. This is Renee from the parish.
Hello,
Hi.
Renee from the parish.
Hey, the Cheech and Chong stuff. It seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, I could be wrong, but it seems to me on some of their tapes, I don't think it was in any of their movies, but on some of their tapes, they had like a commercial, something about the Evelyn Woodhead sped reading courses.
That's right. Evelyn
They all-
Woodhead's bad reading.
Yeah, well, speed reading, but they would say sped read courses.
I remember that one.
Do you remember that?
I do, absolutely.
So it was a commercial. What? It was a commercial, like a sort of commercial within the program, I think.
Yep.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And the guy, there's an example. Some guy starts talking, and he's reading something, and it's just complete disaster. He can't read. He can't pronounce the words. It's a mess. It was very funny. I'm not being very funny, but it was very, very funny at the time.
Their comedy was definitely stupid funny.
Yes.
Like you laughed at it because it was so dumb.
Dumb and
Because
Dumber kind
the
of
whole
stuff.
premise of it is that they were always high on drugs.
Right.
Yeah. I always just thought that was funny.
So hold on. Is that a real product or is that a made up product by them?
It was made up. So you had
Okay.
the Evelyn Wood speed reading course. Like
Okay.
back in the
Yeah.
70s, people were getting into like speed reading where you could read a whole book in like an hour.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
I remember that craze.
Yeah, that I mean, the Evelyn Woodhead speed reading courses, I think, is a real thing, or was.
yeah, Evelyn Wood was. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you are correct.
Anyway, I just thought that was funny, and I
Yeah.
couldn't remember if it was tied to Cheech and Chong or not. But
Yeah.
anyway,
According to my Google search, that is a frequent Cheech and Chong bit. And it became so well known that Saturday Night Live actually did a parody called the Evelyn Woodski slow reading course on a Saturday Night Live. So obviously, when SNL parodies you, you've arrived.
That's
right?
true. Well, that is true.
it was funny. All right, guys, y'all have a great day.
Thank you.
All right.
I appreciate that. Speaking of all that,
And now a word from our sponsor, the Evelyn Woodhead Speed Reading Course.
Ever since I took this Evelyn Woodhead sped reading course, my reading has improved 100%, and also comprehension has increased wonderfully. I recommend the Evelyn Woodhead sped reading course to all my friends out there, and you tell them that you heard it here first on Roller Derby.
That's hilarious. Oh, but as another of our threesome just texted us, it's not as good as the Derek Zoolander Center for Kids Who Can't Read Good and Who Want to Learn to Do Other Stuff Good Too. And from the Zoolander movie. Okay. That was fun. You really need to play the Dave's Not Here clip because that's going to take me back to 1982.
Is it?
I think it's clean.
Is it clean?
I know what you're going to ask. I think I found a 1:24 clip on YouTube, but maybe we should preview it during the break.
Maybe so.
So two preachers walk into a radio studio, talk about tequila and marijuana.
Might be a good time for us to take a break.
Be.
And on that note,
KSYL.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Verizon is showing signs of a comeback. After years of slowing growth and losing wireless market share to rivals such as T-Mobile, Verizon has decided to fight back. The company has been simplifying its offerings and bringing the focus back to its customers. It recently introduced a new loyalty rewards program offering giveaways and discounts. It's starting to work. Verizon's quarterly earnings topped Wall Street expectations. Spiking energy prices and mushrooming spending on artificial intelligence sent stocks tumbling yesterday with the Dow dropping 506 points. This morning, stocks are rebounding with S&P futures heading for a higher open. And big changes are coming to Facebook Marketplace. Meta is launching a new standalone app called Seller for those who use Marketplace to buy and sell their stuff. The app will be linked to users' Facebook networks and will be available to users 18 and older. Every month, there are more than 430 million items listed on Marketplace. Courtney Donahoe, Bloomberg Radio.
Summer is here and fun is growing at Rapides Parish Library. Plant a seed, read. Our summer reading program has sprouted. Enjoy hands-on activities, exciting weekly entertainment, and track your reading to win cool prizes all summer. From kids to parents, everyone can dig in, grow their minds, and keep the summer slump from taking root at RPL. Visit rpl.org to see what's blooming near you and start growing today.
Good morning. You're waking up to another hot day with sunny skies on this Friday afternoon. Highs near 95 degrees. That heat index still a danger, 106 this afternoon. We'll see a southerly breeze at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Now tonight, partly cloudy down to 75. And then get ready for a hot weekend. Sunny skies both Saturday and Sunday. High Saturday 97, 99 the high on Sunday. And that's your forecast from the Cenla Broadcasting Weather Center. I'm Dave Gratian.
If you'd like to take part in the show today, call the BOM Bank Talk line at 442-8255. That's 442-TALK. And remember, if you're looking to purchase or refinance your home, call Christina Bagwell at the BOM Bank Mortgage Department at 448-2430.
It's Talkback, 970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO.
Who is it?
It's Dave, man. Will you open up? I got the stuff with me.
Who?
Dave, man. Open up.
Dave?
Yeah, Dave. Come on, man. Open up. I think the cops
Dave's
saw me.
not here.
No, man. I'm Dave, man. Hey, come on, man.
Who is it?
It's Dave, man. Will you open up? I got the stuff with me. Dave, man. Open up.
Dave?
Yeah, Dave.
Dave's not here.
No, man. I am Dave, man. Will you? Come on. Open up the door, will you? I got the stuff with me. I think the cops saw me.
Who is it?
Oh, what the hell's it? Open up the door. It's Dave.
Who?
Dave. D-A-V-E. Will you open up the door?
Dave?
Right, man. Dave. Now, will you open up the door?
Dave's not here.
I will tell you, as teenagers, we actually had memorized that bit, and we would go back and forth talking to it. My buddy had it on a record, and then he recorded it to a cassette, and we would listen to it, and that was hilarious.
Always going to get on a tangent on a Friday, aren't we? All right, let's bring it back down to what's going on in the world.
Should. There is real news happening.
SEC Media Days. Yesterday was the big day for Lane Kiffin to address the media. I think he spoke for about 25 minutes. Somebody said it was a masterclass in filibustering. But he did have some interesting comments as to why he really left Ole Miss for LSU. Take a listen.
I believed in taking this, that all that was going to play into this, building this elite program. You have the branding of LSU, you have the history of LSU, you have the Tiger Stadium, most iconic place to play college football, the Cathedral. And then you put that with us, with our systems, and I don't like talking about myself, whatever you call the Lane Kiffin factor. And you bring that in, as you allude to, and you combine that, I think that all goes into that. Now you have 12 players with Nike NIL deals, the first offensive lineman ever. No other schools above 8. We didn't say like 12, 11. We didn't say just SEC schools. So it's a big reason why we're here. When I said that first press conference, like, it's just different. We're going to make this thing different than anywhere else to go. When you combine LSU and us, and you're seeing it, you know. We just on stage had that question in the Vanity Fair and all that, whatever. And as I walked off, and I didn't really want to say it, but when you talk about the changes of places, somebody said it the other day. They said, like a month ago or whatever, they were like, well, he's been here 6 months and he's had more 5-star signees and commits than he did in the previous 6 years combined. That's kind of proof to me of the decision and of the combination of the two, us and LSU.
All right. It'll be interesting listening to Lane Kiffin news conferences moving forwards, because it's like he sounds like he's on Quaaludes, to be honest. To go back to the 70s.
Dave.
Just kind of a chill dude from California almost. Like, yeah, man.
And he talked for so long, it only left time for a couple of questions.
Yeah.
So
That's the way you do it.
Well, that's pretty smart, I guess, if you don't want to. And he kind of did address some of the controversy. He addressed the Ole Miss departure. He addressed some of his comments about the Confederate imagery. He addressed, he even talked about getting off of all social media apps.
Yep.
Which I thought was pretty insightful.
Yeah, apparently his son kind of told him it might be a good idea to do that. So, which is unfortunate in a way, because I enjoyed following him on Instagram.
Yeah.
One of the few reasons I actually would look at Instagram.
Yeah, because when I send you Instagram stuff, you never look at it.
I don't. I'm terrible with Instagram. Like, that is the worst way to reach me.
I get an automated response from Steven.
Okay.
Thank you for sending your message. We'll look at it when we can.
I might look at Instagram once a week.
Yeah.
I just don't get enjoyment from it.
I typically will look because somebody has sent me something. So then
I'll see the notification and I still don't.
The thing, there you go. Thanks a lot. I send you good show prep stuff,
Oh,
but what's funny is both Instagram and X have this, Instagram and TikTok. In my book, I think it should be illegal what they do, because on an Android, you have a back button, and the back button is supposed to take you back to the previous page. I love the back button on an Android, but in both Instagram and X, when you press the back button, it takes you to the home page. So you see videos. You press the back button again, it takes you to a new home page with new videos. You have to press the back button about 3 or 4 times to actually get out of the app. And to me, that's disingenuous, and it's programmed to keep you engaged, which for them is good because they get eyeballs, which is dollars. But for the user, I really think it's deceptive. So I'm not trying to start a class action lawsuit or anything.
Well, that's good.
I just don't think it's right, but that's another reason I'm not a big fan of them. But there is good comment from time to time, and I think it's really when I find something worth sharing, I'll have to send it to you as a text, so maybe you'll see it that way.
Okay, yeah.
I'll try to remember to do that.
I just, like I say, I don't know what it is. And you're not alone. My wife sends me stuff all the time through Instagram. That's like her jam. And I'll be like, oh yeah, she sent me that like 5 days ago. I didn't check it yet. Oops.
Well,
Sorry.
my wife and I do. Instagram follows you and shows you more stuff that you like and share. And so my wife and I send romantic-y stuff back and forth to each other all the time.
Okay,
and so I see more
you're that
of that.
couple.
We are. Some stuff that, that we enjoy. But then once you share a couple of those, then, I start getting all in my feed this, to my darling wife, you have made my life complete. And or to my darling wife, I like your butt, or what. What's really bad is that your camera has died and mine is the only face on the feed right now.
Oh, no.
You're going to see how many shades of red.
It says something went wrong.
Yeah, something went wrong. Nathan went off the rails.
I was not expecting that one. I promise you.
Well, I do like never mind. Okay. This is Friday morning. At least there aren't kids in the car going to school listening to us. So
Hopefully.
All
right. Before we get any more trouble, we'll be right back.
Talkback, Central Louisiana's longest-running talk show, is now everywhere you are. Talkback is now streaming live on X at Cenla Update, plus Facebook and YouTube at KSYL.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers the professional-grade products you need to get the job done. With fast delivery you can depend on and access to technical product experts ready to help you meet any challenge. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hey everyone, Dean here from Say's Office Supply. Wanted to invite everyone to our annual youth fishing tournament from safe daylight to 10:30 at Coteal Lake. Entry fee is only $10. The first 400 participants get a free Zepco rod and reel, a t-shirt, and even a honey bun. And lunch will be provided for everyone. And this year, guys, Red River Bank's even coming with ice cream. Participants ages 3 to 14 can fish for bass, brim, white perch, and even the largest trash fish. There's going to be more awesome giveaways, including 4 bicycles and a lifetime hunting and fishing license. Make sure to pick up your entry forms at Say's Office Supply before we leave. We'd like to thank our sponsors: Max Fresh Market, UTLX, Sinlaw Broadcasting, HHB Trucking, Geo Electric, ACM Paving, FTS Supply, Why Not Stop, Clico, Red River Bank, and Petrus Feed and Seed. Come on out Saturday, August the 1st from safe daylight till 10:30.
This is where the DJ talks. Don't say anything.
Okay. Talkback. To take part in the show, call 442-8255. That's 442-TALK.
Oh, beauty, go.
All right. Speaking of great talent from the 70s, Bob and Doug McKenzie. Okay. So we wanted to get into this just a little bit. My goodness, folks. Sometimes you wonder if people, why they don't just step back and take a look at themselves and ask, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? And I'm talking specifically about the town of Ball. I am Facebook friends or they've followed me, several people that live there. They're in the political realm. And it's like every day is drama. Like, just what is this? Like, what is happening? And then we had this week, apparently there was an incident involving one of the aldermen at the meeting the other night, which has led to an arrest. Town of Ball Alderman Carol Ward arrested for simple assault in an incident that involved another elected official, which if you're on Facebook, you know who that was. Stephen reported yesterday reaching out to Alderman Ward for comment. I don't think he's heard back from him yet, but the news release that came from the chief of police for the town of Ball, Marshall Dean, says on the evening of July 21st, which would have been what, Monday or Tuesday?
Tuesday night,
yeah. Following the regularly scheduled Ball Town Council meeting, the Ball Police Department received a complaint from a town council member regarding an incident that allegedly occurred during the pre-council meeting. An initial complaint was taken that evening. On July 22nd, Chief Marshal Dean assigned the complaint to a Ball Police Department investigator to conduct a thorough and impartial investigation to determine whether a criminal offense had occurred. The investigation included interviews with witnesses, the collection of verbal and written statements, and a review of available video and audio evidence. Based on the evidence gathered during the investigation, the investigator established probable cause that Alderman Carol Ward committed the offense of simple assault in violation of Louisiana Revised Statute 1436. The investigation determined that a verbal altercation occurred between Mr. Ward and another elected official prior to the pre-council meeting. The investigator determined that after initially leaving the room, Mr. Ward re-entered and rapidly approached the council member in an aggressive manner with a clenched fist, causing the victim to reasonably fear an imminent battery. Upon completion of the investigation, Carol Ward was arrested and charged with simple assaults. The case will be forwarded to the appropriate prosecuting authority for review. The Ball Police Department remains committed to conducting fair, impartial, and professional investigations, regardless of the position or status of those involved. All right. So then later, Marshal Dean put out another statement saying the events that led to the arrest of an elected official are unfortunate for everyone involved and are not something that any law enforcement agency takes lightly. As chief of police, I understand that this matter has generated significant public interest, and I recognize that some members of our community have requested or questioned whether this investigation should have been referred to the sheriff's office or state police because it involved elected officials. I respect those concerns and understand why those questions have been raised. However, every complaint received by the Ball Police Department is evaluated on its own merits. In this case, the complaint alleged a potential violation of Louisiana criminal law that occurred within the town of Ball and fell within the jurisdiction of the Ball Police Department. It was both our authority and responsibility to determine whether a criminal offense had occurred. And I guess this is all in response to he's being criticized because he didn't outsource that because it involved elected officials in the town. And it goes on from there. But point again being like, guys, what are we doing? Seriously.
Yeah. Well, and my dilemma is I'm friends with all 5 council members and the mayor in Ball. I say, and I've interacted with them on many occasions. And so I'm hesitant to offer criticism of an individual, but this is very unfortunate. I will say, though, I've seen a couple of comments that the chief of police didn't have the legal authority to do that. And that's absolutely not true. He has the legal authority to investigate. He's he is the chief law enforcement officer of the town. And in many cases, they will outsource that to another agency to avoid the appearance of impropriety or the appearance of favoritism. But you read his report, you see how they chose to do it with as much transparency and integrity as humanly possible. I think he handled it well. Just because it has been passed off in the past doesn't mean it has to be. It may be a good practice to do that, but the outcome resulted in something that I think people think that you outsource it so that you won't be accused of favoritism if you don't arrest somebody or if you don't bring charges. They brought charges. Now, once those charges are brought, it's out of the hands. My understanding that will go to the DA's office for prosecution. And so, that he did what a law enforcement officer does. He investigated, he presented the charges, the arrest was made, a bond was issued, the alderman bonded out. He'll have his day in court, but it certainly 2 weeks before qualifying. Golly, this is disheartening.
But I mean, for months.
Oh yeah,
I've been seeing stuff from this person about that person.
Mm-hmm.
Allegations made about the mayor, about this, about that, and then person. It's guys, enough.
Well,
what are you doing? You're making yourselves look so silly to everyone else. It's like, oh, there's ball again. I mean, you go back for years. There's been stuff. Even we've seen people arrested for corruption. I mean, come on. Like, what are y'all doing? I just don't get it. I really don't.
Well, politics has become a full contact sport. I'll tell you, it's funner than a spectator sport from my perspective.
For a small community, like you that obsessed over power. I mean, what are you doing?
I've got an opinion as to what causes that, but we probably should go to the phone lines.
Okay. We can do that on the BOM Bank Talk line. Good morning. You're on Talkback.
Well, I've only encountered anybody with ball, I guess, twice, and that was the mayor, the current mayor, and she was very professional and was very forceful and represented the town of Ball very well from my perspective. So that other foo-foo, I guess, goes back to a long-standing feud that exists back to when the mayor got, the then mayor, I guess, got convicted of some sort of malfeasance. But that really wasn't what I called for. I'm just walking out of my house, and here comes this reasonably new white pickup truck down into my driveway. And I'm trying to figure out who it is. And I'm in the middle of nowhere. And it turns out, he says, is this such and such Highway 1200? And I said, no. And the guy had sort of an accent, but he had his cell phone. And he says, well, I'm from Spark, whatever Spark is, for a delivery.
Yeah, that's Walmart delivery.
And I tried to, I don't know if I effectively explained to him, but that he would have to drive out of the subdivision, and where he came into the subdivision, that was Highway 1200. That was where he wanted to be, not where he was. So eventually he basically backed up and left, and perhaps whoever was supposed to get to delivery will get to delivery, hopefully. But I've started attending meetings, and I went to the England Authority meeting yesterday. And when I went in, I was looking for a place to sit, and there was no place to sit. And I'd gone through a very large crowd of people to get back in there in the first place. And finally, somebody said, well, there's no standing room only. We have a meeting, another room that you can go to follow the meeting. And what it turned out was apparently it was basically an immigration protest of some sorts. I assume having to do with the, I guess, housing of families before they deport them. Right. And I've been to meetings back and forth having to do with like sequestration and.
Okay, we got more calls. Can you just kind of wrap it up here?
Okay, basically this. The people that go to the meetings that I've been going to are local people. The people that were there simply did not appear to be local people.
Yeah, that's not surprising. Yeah, that's not surprising.
Well, anyway, it was exciting, and I'm sure the commissioners had an interesting time.
I'm sure they did. All right, thank you so much for the call. We want to get to some more. Good morning, you're on Talkback.
So I have diagnosed the problem at Ball.
Okay, doctor?
It is called speed trap psychosis.
Well, that could probably apply to a lot of communities.
Right. And also, if they would loosen up and allow things like fireworks, maybe they wouldn't take themselves so seriously. You know, it seems like the smaller the town in Louisiana, the more serious the politicians take themselves. I can assure you that there's probably nothing involved, corporate limits, that anybody needs to have a physical altercation over.
Right.
But anyway, I think they just need to quit taking themselves so seriously and get over. Man, I could subscribe some treatment for the speed trap psychosis that would help them out if they're willing to. You know, maybe some therapy, maybe some group sessions to help them out.
Maybe that's it. All right. Thanks for the thoughts. We appreciate it. Let's get another call in here. Good morning. You're on Talkback.
I don't understand housing families out at England Air Force Base. I just don't understand that.
Don't understand how they're going to house them?
Yes.
So they're basically redoing like an old barracks, kind of looks like an apartment. And it's the way these are for people that are self-supporting is what I understand. And they will keep like those families together as they wait to be shipped back.
Self-supporting. How can they be self-supporting?
Self-deporting.
Self-deporting.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. They want to go back. Okay.
Yes.
And they'll only be there 2 to 3 days, is what I'm told by airport personnel. This isn't long-term housing. This is transitional housing while they're in the process of being sent back to their country of origin.
Oh, okay. I didn't understand that. I thought we're paying money out the wazoo to house these people, and then we're paying to send them back. Goodness. Okay. Thank you. And now I understand more. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. You know, it's amazing. I heard on Fox News Radio that we carry at the top of the hour driving in that recent polling shows people were asked, who do you think would do a better job with immigration, Democrats or Republicans? And Democrats are like within 1 point now, or maybe even 1 point ahead of Republicans. I'm like, seriously? What is wrong with people? Like the party that has created 99% of the problems, you're going to say will do a better job with it? People are insane. I'm sorry. People are just, you either have the most short-term memory ever or you're just stupid. We'll be right back.
Taking part in the show is easy. Call the BOM Bank Talk line at 442-8255.
The Louisiana heat is here. Is your home ready? Whether it's keeping your air conditioner running strong, fixing unexpected plumbing problems, or installing a whole home generator before the next storm rolls in, Southern Air has you covered. With trusted technicians, upfront pricing, and service that you can count on, we're here to keep your family comfortable all summer long. Don't sweat it. Call Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing today or schedule online at southernairalexandria.com.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group. And I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney. And the truth is, I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. After 15 years and over 50,000 cancellations, I can tell you with confidence, we know how to get you out of your timeshare. Call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit guide absolutely free with all your options for cancellation. Attorneys, this was meant to be funny, so please don't sue me, especially my friend Kenneth from Black River Falls, Wisconsin.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-838-6767. 800-838-6767. 800-838-6767.
It's Talkback, 970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO.
All right, coming up at the top of the hour, but let's get another call in. Good morning. Thanks for calling Talkback.
Good morning.
Hey.
It is Friday, and I have to call and make a comment about Bob since I'm a Bob citizen.
Okay.
And I wish we could just go ahead and get that senator to move over to Bob because I'm sure he would straighten us out over there. But I think they ought to just clean slate everybody over there, just everybody retire, and let's all be able to vote all new councils in there. Well, actually, probably all new politicians over there. And because no one knows how to act like adults. They act like high school kids arguing all the time. Everybody's got always, anyway. So I have to agree with him about the fireworks, about the speed trap, Thank goodness I haven't got stopped. But anyway, I used to be a wonderful town, but I hate all of the negative that happens to pop up on Facebook all of the time about our little old town. Anyway, it's just my 2 cents worth on a Friday, and I wish our people would grow up and learn to act like citizens and show our town can be a good town again. Thank you. Y'all have a great Friday.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. No, I mean, she makes a good point because it is a nice little community. Right. There are a lot of great things there, but the political back and forth and the drama on Facebook is making it look so foolish. Like, why do you want that? Work it out. My goodness. It really shouldn't be that complicated. But everybody's fighting for their little power. I want this. I want to be in. Stop. Just serve the people and do your job and spare us the drama. Like, come on. All right. Dr. Michael Letty will be coming up at 8:05. We'll talk to you about Chris Rich Physical Day coming up on August 8th. So we'll look forward to that here on a Friday.
You've been listening to Talkback. The opinions expressed were those of the hosts and callers, and not necessarily those of Cenla Broadcasting. AM 970, FM 104.9, KSYL, and KRRV 100.3 HD3, Alexandria. It's 8 o'clock.
Not enough pain. I'm Chris Foster of Fox News. There have been 13 straight nights of airstrikes in Iran, and President Trump says he might order a major attack, telling Axios Iran has not received enough pain yet.
He is seriously considering restarting major combat operations in Iran, including strikes that would be bigger than the ones carried out in Operation Epic Fury. He says, I am considering a massive attack bigger than ever before. I am close to making a decision. We are all set for it. Iran, though, has refused to capitulate despite the strikes. It rejected a U.S. ceasefire deal presented by Iraq. Iranian and Iraqi officials tell the New York Times. The sticking point was reportedly over the Strait of Hormuz. Tehran's not interested in a temporary deal that leaves that issue unresolved.
It's Fox's Madeline Rivera. As it was in 2024, immigration is shaping up to be a polarizing topic for voters in the midterm elections. Fox's Bill Malugin has more.
Now that the border is quiet, the conversation has shifted to what should be done about the millions of illegal immigrants already here. And some Democrats want immigration enforcement ended entirely. More migrant crime is back in the headlines. A Salvadoran illegal immigrant is now charged with felony hit and run causing serious injury or death after police say he killed 3 people in a crash in North Carolina on Saturday, then tried to flee the scene. But new Fox News polling reveals Democrats are gaining serious ground on immigration after getting destroyed on the topic in 2024. When asked which party would handle immigration better right now, Democrats now have a 1-point lead over Republicans, 50 to 49%.
Republicans had an 8-point lead over Democrats on immigration in the Fox News polling in April. President Trump's replacing tariffs that expired today with new ones, 10 to 12.5% on imports from 60 countries accused of inadequately enforcing bans on goods produced by forced labor. America's listening to Fox News.
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. But at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up. Now you can get unlimited everything for just $35 a line. That's $35 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data. Switch to the carrier ranked #1 in network coverage and customer satisfaction and get unlimited everything for just $35 a month. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit Consumer Cellular online or in-store today. Price includes $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. Taxes and fees apply. Data speeds reduced after 35 gigabytes. Rankings done by 2025 ACSI survey.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Well, Democrats coming together tomorrow in Maine for their convention. Democrat Troy Jackson could be the choice of the 601 delegates to replace Graham Plattner, who won the Senate primary but dropped out over sexual assault allegations, which he has denied. Jackson, a former state Senate president, ran for governor of the primary in June, won the unofficial support of delegates during last weekend's delegate selection meetings. The workaround from President Trump and his tariff team. Fox's Jared Halpern at the White House.
Imports from 60 countries will face anywhere from 10 to 12.5% tariffs in response to what the Trump administration says are human rights abuse and distortive trade practices. The new tariffs will replace a temporary worldwide 10% tariff expiring Friday. The administration has relied on different authorities to maintain a tariff regime after the U.S. Supreme Court struck down so-called reciprocal tariffs in February. President Trump is now using what's called Section 301 of the Trade Act of 1974 that allows the president to impose import taxes and other sanctions against countries determined to have engaged in unjustifiable, unreasonable, or discriminatory trade practices. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
Top brass at the Democratic National Committee meet today to consider their early primary calendar in the run-up to the 2028 presidential election. South Carolina and Nevada are said to be the leading contenders as Democrats want to diversify the voters who choose the nominee in the early states. Hurricane Fausto, a Category 2 storm in the Pacific, that from the National Hurricane Center, which says it's expected to approach the Hawaiian Islands next week. It's about 1,600 miles east of Hilo on the Big Island. Max sustained winds are around 100 miles per hour. And more than 1.6 million dozen shell eggs sold in Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, New Mexico, and Mississippi voluntarily recalled over potential salmonella contamination. I'm CJ Papa, and this is Fox News.
Louisiana Radio Network, I'm Jeff Palermo. The Jamie Davis campaign says the Democrat in the U.S. Senate race has raised $1.6 million in the recent quarter from donors in all 50 states. LSU political science professor Robert Hogan.
He's touting the fact that he has raised it from across the 50 states. Usually candidates talk about the fact that they raise it within their home state.
Davis is reporting $480,000 in cash on hand, while his Republican opponent, Julia Letlow, has $1.4 million in cash on hand. Louisiana Works has received a federal grant of more than $5 million that will be used to provide job training for inmates who are approaching the end of their prison sentence. Louisiana Works Secretary Susie Showen says they will focus on training these individuals for jobs in skilled labor.
These jobs pay really well. They're very stable. They've got a great long-term outlook, but they also don't require the type of college preparation that a white-collar job generally requires.
LRN. At SEC Media Days, Lane Kiffin broke down how he rebuilt the LSU football roster in one offseason.
Kiffin said he came to LSU for the talented players in Louisiana and the university's investment in football.
We're coming to LSU to sign the best players in the country out of high school and then mix that with the best portal players in the country and put them together.
He said he signed more 5-star recruits in his 6 months at LSU than in his 6 previous years combined. He brought in the #1 transfer class and a top 12 ranked freshman class this year and has another top 16 recruiting class brewing for next season.
The future is really bright and really amazing at LSU of what's to come.
I'm Case Kieschnick.
A pastor in Kenner faces up to 20 years in prison after he was found guilty of defrauding 2 churches out of hundreds of thousands of dollars to fund gambling, dining, and living expenses. The attorneys for 56-year-old Dale Sanders plan to appeal the conviction. They say Sanders reached an agreement with church board leaders that he can use a debit card in exchange for not receiving a salary. LRN.
Tell me, who remembers this phone number?
1426657.
The company you've trusted for years, Israel Air, is passing down all its quality services to the next generation. Their new name is Israel and Melder Air Conditioning and Heating, and they're still all about your comfort. So stay cool all summer long with a system checkup. Don't just swelter. Call Israel and Melder, serving all of Central Louisiana with quality and integrity. Ladies, could I have that number one more time?
1426657.
Good morning. You're waking up to another hot day with sunny skies on this Friday afternoon. Highs near 95 degrees. That heat index still a danger, 106 this afternoon. We'll see a southerly breeze at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Now tonight, partly cloudy down to 75. And then get ready for a hot weekend. Sunny skies both Saturday and Sunday. High Saturday 97, 99 the high on Sunday. The latest forecast from the Cenla Broadcasting Weather Center. I'm Dave Gratian. It's Talkback, Central Louisiana's longest-running talk show. Whether it's the guests or the callers, Talkback is where Central Louisiana begins its conversation.
right, we're back, everyone. It's hour number 2 of Talkback here on a Friday, out quarter month. Nathan Martin, Stephen is out today. And can you believe, Nathan, high school football is just around the corner?
Does it feel like school starts earlier and earlier every year? Is it just me?
Oh, yeah. No, it definitely feels that way. But it's coming, and that means all the fall sports, not just football, but the others as well. And if you have a child who's an athlete, you want to know about this coming up on Saturday, August 8th. It is the annual Chris Rich High School Physical Day. Joining us from Mid-State to talk more about it is Dr. Michaeletti. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, guys. Thanks again for having me. Really appreciate being here.
Absolutely. Always good to have you on the show. This is something that is just one of those annual traditions for Mid-State, the High School Physical Day.
Yeah, this is going to be my 19th physical day, which is hard to believe, but Mid-State has been doing this well over 30 years. We actually named it after Chris after his untimely death 7 years ago from cancer.
Yeah.
Chris was instrumental in forming this. When he came to Central Louisiana, if a lot of people don't know about Chris was an all-SEC offensive lineman for LSU, and he had a significant interest in the care of athletes. And when he came to Central Louisiana, he wanted to set something up that ensured that all athletes in high school and junior high school sports got the appropriate proprietary physical that met the requirements for the Louisiana High School Athletic Association. And more so, he wanted to make sure that they were done by physicians who were qualified, and he also wanted to make sure that they were free. A lot of times the physicals, they were being charged by different organizations. And Chris just didn't think that was right. And he put this together. It used to be done over at Ash High School. And back then there was a big extensive physical that was done. They've sort of streamlined it down now. And that was his legacy, is taking care of young athletes and ensuring that they got the appropriate care. And there was no better person to name this after. And for the past 19 years, he sort of passed the torch along to me. And it's been my honor to just continue to do his work and to have this for the community.
How many athletes do you typically get that show up for this?
Well, we get anywhere between 500 and 700.
Wow.
Yeah, we do. In the past, we used to get a lot more. Some of the schools have developed a health-based person in their high school to do some of these physicals, which helps out some of the students and everything. So the numbers have gone down a little bit, but I think at the peak we were doing somewhere between 1,200 and 1,500. But even with 500 to 700, it's still something that's important to the community. The schools, it's offered to any school in Central Louisiana. We get kids from Brame High School, ACDS, all the local high schools. And the one thing that we can say is it's absolutely comprehensive. We have physicians and other healthcare providers there. We have a wonderful team that gets together. We have Steve Jones comes up from Oakdale Physical Therapy. Kevin Mayo from Mayo Physical Therapy up in Gina comes down. Caroline from Rise Physical Therapy is part of it. And we have partnered with Elite Physical Therapy with Bart Jones for years with this. Central Louisiana Surgical Hospital staff comes over, and we have multiple physicians around. Rob Fontaine, urologist, is always here. Mike Smith, cardiologist. Amy and Chris Griffin will come by. So there are physicians there that can address everything. And we are on site, plus all my partners, and the nurses and the physician's assistants and the nurse practitioners and the certified nurse anesthetists. So it's a big group effort. We have anywhere between 50 and 75 volunteers that give up their Saturday morning for this. So it's a great community event. And what's nice about it is that if for some reason we flag something on your child, whether it be their blood pressure is a little high or they have an injury that they're recovering from, we have people on staff to immediately okay, this needs to be investigated. And then we reach out to the community for whether it be a pulmonologist, a cardiologist, a GI doctor. So we follow up on it and make sure the school knows about it. And once they're cleared from that, we just sign off on it. And it's a seamless process. So it's not one of those ones where the families have to then go seek out what the next step is. We take the initiative for them. And I think that's really, really important. It's not just, okay, here, let me listen to your heart and lungs, okay, cough, and move your arms and sign off on that. We take it very seriously, and we make sure that it meets every criteria for the Louisiana High School Athletic Association.
Well, this is huge when you look at the cost of athletic involvement. Some families are struggling just to pay the minimum dues to get them a uniform or whatever. And so to not have the added medical costs on top, that you guys do this for free, what a great gift you guys have given over these many years.
Yeah, it's important, for us. I remember when I was playing football back then, people might not know, I'm from New York originally, and I was playing football up in New York, and the costs of what they are now to what they were back then is astronomical. I have my two daughters, both of them are at LSU, and they were part of Dance Line, and the costumes and the things that went involved with that were quite expensive. But they never got the softball bug, and the amount of money for bats and travel and things like that. It amazes me, but I understand how important it is to families, and it's a commitment, and anything that we can do. And I think more importantly is 2 or 3 times a year, we will pick up on something that has never been picked up on before. Wow. We've diagnosed sickle cell in some children. We've diagnosed early high blood pressure. A couple of years ago, we actually found a suspicious lump on a patient, and lo and behold, if they didn't get that physical, they wouldn't have gotten the appropriate treatment. So, we hope that never happens, but if it does, it's nice to know that the nidus of where everything started to care for them started with us. So
there's not much of a greater dilemma than to read of a high school athlete that dies on the field. And to know that you guys are doing this in advance to catch things that could prevent those kinds of traumas is just really huge to all of us.
I think the other thing that's great is we have such a wonderful relationship with the coaching staffs of these different schools. Most of them have our cell phone numbers. We've had a wonderful relationship with them, and they know they can call us anytime, and they know we're around every time. One of the things that is important to know, though, is that, Mid-State Orthopedics is Mid-State Orthopedics. We are not employed by any hospitals. We are our own entity, and we are private practice. We cover the emergency rooms of both hospitals 24/7, 365 days a year. There is a Mid-State physician available for you, your family, and your child. In certain situations at one hospital here now, they have tried to go a different route. We wish them all the best. But if you go to that hospital and you specifically want a Mid-State physician, you have every right to ask for a Mid-State physician. And if for some reason they say a Mid-State physician is not available, I encourage you to pick up the phone and call our office. A doctor on call will answer you, and we will come running to take care of you. And I think that's important because sometimes when you hear about orthopedic care at the hospitals or they advertise it, we've been here forever, and folks will relate that to Mid-State Orthopedics, and that's wonderful. But we want to guarantee that when you go and you are looking for that high-level care that Mid-State Orthopedics can offer, that you're going to get Mid-State Orthopedics, because we have been here in some way, shape, or form for well over 90 years. Wow. 90 years, all from the old Alexandria Orthopedic Clinic. We have serviced this community. Our doctors are members of this community. Yeah. Our children go to school here. We contribute to this community. This community is our family. And when we recruit people in and we bring doctors in, we vet them to the quality that Mid-State Orthopedics, the standards that we hold. And we are very, very proud of that. And we want to continue that relationship with this community, and we want to continue that relationship with all the different health entities around. And we're very proud of what we've done here, and we're very proud that we feel that our group is the premier group in all of Louisiana. We cover, on high school nights, we will have high school athletes that come from as far as 80 to 100 miles away.
Wow.
From all the way up north of Natchitoches to all the way down south of Ville Platte, from Faraday to Leesville, and even places that when I get the phone call, I had to learn where Jackson Parish Hospital was last year. So, but we're there for you.
Awesome. So for a parent that hasn't brought their child to this physical day before, what do they need to know? Do they need to bring anything? How long does it take?
Yeah, so the process that we do it is we start from one side of the building, and it's held at our Mid-State Orthopedic office here in Alexandria on Masonic Drive, right across from where the old Sears building is. So we start from one side, and we snake them all the way through the building, and they come out through the Elite Physical Therapy side, and they have different stations there. We're really cool. We're really proud about the fact it takes about 15 to 20 minutes for your child to go through. Wow. We're very efficient, and again, that's because of the volunteers. We ask that all the students come in a t-shirt and a pair of shorts. And the reason why is we have to examine everything, and dungarees and jeans and all those other things, they can slow things down. We ask that there nothing be eat or drink in the office, because just the fact that, we don't want to have spills or anything like that can slow us down. And we also ask that the athletes keep their cell phones and their headphones in their pockets, just because it's a distraction. When parents drop their children off, they can wait outside. They'll go in one outside and come out the other. And again, the reason why is we're trying to streamline it and not keep it cluttered. We'll take good care of your child. And if there is a reason why a parent does need to come, because we do have some athletes that mom and dad need to be there, we welcome that. We welcome all types of athletes, and we have Special Olympic athletes that come through and everything, and that's great too. They do need a Louisiana High School Athletic Association physical form. We have some at the office, but again, filling them out at the office slows everything down. You can go on the Louisiana High School Athletic Association website, or you can go on the Mid-State Facebook website. And on the pop-up that shows the Chris Rich, there is a QR code. You can download that QR code, and that needs to be filled out. That is important, because there are certain questions on there that parents have to agree to and sign for us to be able to administer the physical. They have to get consent to it. And we ask them to fill out the child's past medical history as well. So we need those forms completed beforehand. Again, it streamlines the process through. And then at the end, as always, the tradition is you get the Mid-State Physical Day t-shirt. So it's kind of nice, because we get different colors every year, and you walk around town, there's not one day that goes by that I don't see someone wearing a Mid-State High School Physical Day. And I sort of look at the colors, and I'm trying to figure out, okay, when did we have the black and gold? Oh, that was about 3 years ago. And I know the pink ones were done, because the pink ones were 4 years ago, because Anna Claire, my daughter, wanted the pink ones, because she said that all the high schools have the pink out day for cancer. And my mom is a breast cancer survivor. So Anna Claire wanted that pink shirt, and we did the pink shirt that day. And that was kind of neat, because it was sort of personal for her and personal for our family. So
that's awesome. All right. Well, once again, folks, it is the Chris Rich High School Physical Day coming up Saturday, August 8th. That'll be at the Mid-State Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center, located on Masonic Drive. Starts at 8 a.m. Shorts and T-shirts mandatory. Bring your proper forms. You can go to the Mid-State Orthopedic Facebook page to get all the information that you need, or to their website as well. Dr. Michael Eddy, thank you so much. It's always good to catch up with you.
Guys, thanks for having me. I'm excited about high school football. If anyone has any questions or anything about this, please feel free to contact our office. Avery Phillips, who is our coordinator for this, has her direct line on that website. And that also goes to any coaches, assistant coaches, or school administrators that need more information. One of the great things they do is a lot of the schools will have all their students get on a bus over at their school, and they'll bus over and do it as a group. So if any information that we can give, appreciate it. And once again, thank both of you and KSYL for all their support to us for all the years. We really appreciate it.
100%. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. We'll be right back.
Talkback, Central Louisiana's longest-running talk show, is now everywhere you are. Talkback is now streaming live on X at Sedla Update Plus, Facebook, and YouTube at KSYL.
New possibilities are coming into frame in central Louisiana. A multi-billion-dollar investment bringing 400 new local jobs, modernized schools, better roads, a more resilient grid, a stronger community. That's just a snapshot of what economic development projects, like the new data center, are bringing to central Louisiana. See the big picture at pictureitsinlaw.com.
If you'd like to take part in the show today, call the BOM Bank Talkline at 442-8255. That's 442-TALK. And remember, if you're looking to purchase or refinance your home, call Christina Bagwell at the BOM Bank Mortgage Department at 448-2430.
970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO. Now back to Talkback.
All right, we are back here on Talkback. Needed another minute or so for that break, but we are back,
right.
And we've got calls coming in on the BOM Bank Talkline, so let's go to those. Good morning. Thanks for being on Talkback.
Hey, good morning. Thank you for taking my call. I don't know if y'all remember, but the commercial break y'all had before, the guy about the physicals, they talked about an egg recall. Did y'all hear that, or were y'all not?
I heard about it earlier today. I didn't hear it in that commercial, but yeah, it affects Louisiana. Brookshire.
He does, yeah.
And
Central Louisiana. Yeah, Kroger's, yeah. My daughter is very health conscious, and she watches, diet and sources of where she gets her food and stuff. And this egg recalled egg on the face of the egg suppliers because people are noticing is that it's the same. It's coming from one source, and that source had eggs that they sold discount eggs, for $2.50, $3 a dozen or whatever, all the way up to these bougie eggs where the chickens are living in penthouses and, they're $6, $8, $10 a dozen. And they were all pulled. So, your advertising is not always, you're not always getting what you think you're getting when you pay for things. And it made me think about our governmental situation. Hugo Chavez, I found out the other day, ran as a Democratic Socialist in 1998 or 1998, 99, whenever he got elected. The Democratic Socialist. He was selling the same bill of goods that today's Democrats are selling today. And look at what it did. I mean, the biggest argument I get when I'm debating people on Facebook is they say, oh, you just think socialism is the same as communism. You don't know what communism is, and you don't know what socialism is. So I always say, just tell me the difference. Explain the difference. Yeah. I've never found one that could explain the difference. Now I understand communism will never be attained. Communism is socialism's heaven. And the Democratic National Socialists in their platform say that they hope to achieve communism. That's their ultimate goal. It can never be because of the corruption of man. That's their version of heaven. But just like those eggs are, you might be paying more than what you intended to pay for an inferior product. I think we need to, our young people have got to wake up. I'm with you, Alan, in the comments made in the first hour. I think it's just stupidity, and that's scary. Ignorance. My dad was a lifelong teacher, and he always had to say, he said, ignorance can be cured, but stupid is forever. And I think we got a lot of people that are just now. I know on Facebook and then in the social network, you get the people that are on the edge. But my goodness, there are people that make intelligent comments about other things, but on this, they're just totally captured by their heart because the Democrats are the ones that want to help. We want to help people. And, I want to help people. Everybody wants to help people. We are the most generous people in the world. But if you tie somebody's shoe for them all their life, you're not helping them. Right. You were helping them when they were 2. You're not helping them when they're 20. And so anyway, I thought that was ironic that the egg callback or recall is we're not going to be able to recall socialism. Once it's in, it's going to be in. So anyway, thanks for letting me speak my piece. Y'all have a great day.
All right.
A great weekend.
Yes, sir. Thank you. You too. And we've got more calls coming in. Good morning. You're on Talkback.
Well, how about that? I'm back too.
Oh, my
welcome back.
Goodness. It is the one and only barrister. How are you, sir?
Upright and conscious most of the time.
Nice to hear
both
from you.
At the same. Sometimes them both at the same time.
Yeah, well, that's a bonus.
Yeah, well, I got a message a while back from my fan said I hadn't been on annoying you guys recently, so I said, all right, I'll come annoy you some.
No one annoys us quite like you do.
Well, you got to be an expert in something.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But that last caller, I really had nothing in particular to talk to you about, but that last caller kind of won something. I know this, all this talk recently about a wealth tax.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, you know what a dangerous pastime that could be.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a kind of an economic theory. People who understanding economics is a cartoon duck swimming in a pool of coins.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, well, where have we been before on this? Once upon a time, there was a suggestion that what we needed to do was tax income, because those rich people not paying their fair share. So what was the initial, come on. Now, we'll tax the rich to I think it's like 1 to 7% of their net income. Okay? Hey, everybody was in favor of that. Yeah, let's tax the match. How much is your income percentage worth today?
Yeah.
Are you a millionaire?
No, not a millionaire. Not even close.
Okay. Well, I'm a thousandaire, so.
Closer to it.
And it's, what was that guy said one time? He says, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Right. Yep.
So anybody out there listening, I mean, your fan base is about twice mine. You've been scammed once. And they were already talking. You listen to Kami Bandami of my hometown.
Right.
Talking about millionaires now.
Right. Yep. Yeah, even though he comes from massive wealth, I saw this on.
Well, he's not the only one. You got the communist senator from Connecticut, or where's up there?
Yeah. Bernie Sanders,
who owns a private jet and 3 houses.
Yeah.
I should have become a socialist. I probably have more money.
So true. Yep.
Well, I know your other. Maybe we'll catch you. I got to start calling more often. I really need to start aggravating people again.
Sounds good.
Because I'm almost retired.
Almost. Keyword almost.
Almost.
All
you guys
right.
have a good one.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you so much. We'll be right back.
Taking part in the show is easy. Call the BOM Bank Talk Line at 442-8255.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Stocks are fluctuating this morning. There's some worry about new tariffs as the U.S. starts collecting duties on imports from most major trading partners following an investigation into their alleged failure to prevent forced labor in their supply chains. Intel shares are gaining, though. The chipmaker out with a blowout sales forecast thanks to data center spending. Watch for some new tech deals. We're expecting Samsung and SK Hynix to unveil major agreements involving very large sums of money during the South Korean president's trip to Silicon Valley. 2 members of Congress have introduced the AI Kill Switch Act. That would give Homeland Security the power to compel companies to act if their AI systems could cause catastrophic damage. The bill sponsors California Democratic Rep. Ted Lieu and Republican Nathaniel Moran of Texas. And it's National Tequila Day today. Lots of freebies and specials, including at Applebee's and Chili's. The industry could use the free advertising. Tequila sales have been slowing lately, partly amid tariffs. Denise Pellegrini, Bloomberg Radio.
The Louisiana heat is here. Is your home ready? Whether it's keeping your air conditioner running strong, fixing unexpected plumbing problems, or installing a whole home generator before the next storm rolls in, Southern Air has you covered. With trusted technicians, upfront pricing, and service that you can count on, we're here to keep your family comfortable all summer long. Don't sweat it. Call Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing today or schedule online at southernairalexandria.com.
If you haven't switched to Pure Talk because you're not sure their coverage is every bit as reliable as Big Wireless, why not take them for a test drive? For a limited time, Pure Talk is offering any of their plans for just $15 a month for the first 3 months, including their top-tier unlimited data plan. No contracts, no commitments, just a great deal on a high-speed network with unlimited data from an American wireless company. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and let the savings begin.
Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers, and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK. LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
Good morning. You're waking up to another hot day with sunny skies on this Friday afternoon. Highs near 95 degrees. That heat index still a danger, 106 this afternoon. We'll see a southerly breeze at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Now tonight, partly cloudy down to 75. And then get ready for a hot weekend. Sunny skies both Saturday and Sunday. High Saturday 97, 99 the high on Sunday. And there's your forecast from the Cenla Broadcasting Weather Center. I'm Dave Grayson.
Now back to Talkback, 970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO.
All right, we got plenty left here this morning. We're not running on empty. We're just getting going. Let's go back to the phones on the BOM Bank Talkline. Good morning, you're on Talkback.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Well, from each according to his ability, to each according to his need, is a very sweet, nice-sounding, almost Christian philosophy. Yeah. Unfortunately, it runs up against human nature.
Yeah. You know, everyone tries to justify socialism based on, well, look at the Book of Acts. Like they were just, giving everyone. But the difference is that wasn't a government. That was people willingly doing it out of love for their brothers and sisters in Christ. What socialism does is it tries to, justify its existence, which we've seen this over and over and over and over again in the pattern of the world. It will not work. And like you said, it's because of what's in the heart of man.
Well, some people point to the Amish and say, well, that's kind of a socialist. Yes. And if you violate the norms and their rules, you get booted out.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Well, and interestingly, even in the Bible, Paul later gave some clarity. First of all, if you don't eat, you don't work.
Right.
He also said,
No, you don't work, you don't eat. You got it backwards.
No, I'm sorry. If you don't work, you don't. Yeah, you're right. And then, well, I guess if you don't eat, never mind.
Yeah.
But no, I had it backwards. If you don't work, you don't eat. So it's not a freeloading thing where everybody gets, whatever. He also said, he was talking about the younger widows. If they have family, don't put them on the list to receive because they have somebody to take care of them. It's not this corporate family takes care of family first.
Yeah.
And then if they don't have that, then the body of Christ can step up and help in these larger issues. But to translate that out to a government nationwide program, that's not realistic. It's not biblical.
Well, I'm really getting tired of some of these young people go, well, look at Denmark, look at Norway, look at Sweden. Those are not socialist countries.
That's right.
They have a market economy. What they have is relatively high taxes with a big social safety net.
Right.
Let's get that straight right off the bat, because all these people point to the Nordic model, and maybe we should do it a little more here. I don't know, but it's kind of like people yakking about Social Security. Social Security was never designed to be the sole retirement plan. It was designed to be a safety net to keep people from starving to death.
Right.
I mean, you can go back and read what Roosevelt wrote about it.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell y'all something. People don't read anymore. You should have people call it. When's the last time somebody sat down and read a book, a nonfiction book, or even a fiction book?
Yeah.
I don't read as much as I used to. Al sent me a note yesterday or the day before yesterday that we had a guest coming on, And so I texted him back. He's going to call in. And Al said, read the text. The last sentence was, he will be in studio. And I claim to be a reader. I'll read 20 to 30 books a year. But even we have to read, though. That's such a lost art.
Well, you don't know where we've been. You don't know where we're going to go.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
Well, I wonder during what UPS Dave called in about. I wonder what happened to some of the people when I was at Northwestern in the 80s. We had a very large Venezuelan student body there, and they were middle and upper middle class kids whose parents were sending them there to get an education, and they were going back to Venezuela. My lab buddy in electronics, Frank Gonzalez, Francisco was his name, but we all called him Frank, was his dad owned 3 grocery stores in Venezuela. And he was up there getting a degree.
Yeah.
And I often wonder what happened to them under Chavez.
Yeah, it does make you wonder.
Because at the time, Venezuela in the 80s was the jewel of South America.
I can give you another example. If all the leftist Marxist college student types in Iran could come back alive and tell you what happened to them after the Islamists took over.
Absolutely.
By the way.
Well, just everybody needs to remember something. You can vote your way in socialism. You usually wind up having to shoot your way out.
Yeah. Yes, sir. All right. Well, thank you for your thoughts this morning. Always good. I always appreciate you. All right. Another call. Good morning. You're on Talkback.
Well, it's good to hear from Joe. I see him out at the VA every once in a while. He's quite a character.
I can see you guys being birds of a feather. Yeah.
Yeah. But we don't stick together. Anyway, Joe's kind of sticky anyway. A few weeks ago, I called in and I said, there was a 4-letter word that was going to bring us to our knees, and the word was free. But I'm going to add to that one. It's called food.
Yeah.
Sometimes I see people, and I'm not a good judge of weight, and I'm probably 10 pounds overweight, I guess. But, 300 and 400 and 500 pound people, I just don't. How did we get here?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Huh?
No, because if you look at you'll see it pictures from 60 years ago, people on the beach, and everyone was pretty much thin. So I think it's been a number of factors. I do think the food that we eat today is very, very different. It's something that RFK has been trying to get the message out.
Yep.
That combined with more of a sedentary lifestyle. So it's just for some people, it's about, man, I wish I was only 10 pounds overweight. I'll trade places with you.
No, you've lost a lot of weight. But I have a yearbook from 1963 from the year that I graduated. There's 1,000 students in there. And as I look through it, there's probably maybe 2 that you might call pudgy.
Yeah.
Pudgy, 1963. You've seen the basketball players and the football players and the wrestlers. There's no heavyweights there. Maybe one on the football team. I don't know. But anyway, it's got to be costing us fortunes.
Yeah.
In medical expenses.
Yeah.
And I had an
100%.
MRI done yesterday. I don't know how they could have got a 500-pound guy in that thing. There's no way. So anyway, that's just my thoughts. And you're talking about socialism. I think we get the kids started on it when we give them free breakfast and free lunch. That's just my opinion.
There's a little.
We didn't have that in '63. We didn't have '63. There was a school cafeteria, but not.
Well, I'll give you the slow slide. Even in Rapides Parish, it used to be everybody filled out a form. Those who qualified got free lunch. Then it came to the point everybody fills out the form, and because enough people qualified, everybody gets a free lunch. Every student in Rapides Parish gets a free lunch, and you may be right. That conditions people.
Duh. Duh. Remember the first word, free?
There you go.
I'm telling you, free and food is going to be the problem. Man, I'm going to let you go, but I went by Chick-fil-A. I was going down MacArthur Drive. That line must have been a half a block long.
Stunning when you offer a great product with great service.
Well, I know, but why can't you pack a lunch at home like a sandwich and some celery sticks and carrots and go on and go to work and eat there, huh? That'd be a novel idea, right?
Because I'd rather pay $7 for a coffee fixed for me in front of me for the convenience than 32 cents because I had to scoop the grounds myself and throw away the coffee filter.
There you go.
Have a blessed weekend. Free in food.
All right.
All right.
Thanks. Free for free. All right. We'll be right back.
Taking part in the show is easy. Call the BOM Bank Talk line at 442-8255.
Hey everyone, Dean here from Say's Office Supply, wanting to invite everyone to our annual youth fishing tournament from safe daylight to 10:30 at Coachella Lake. Entry fee is only $10. The first 400 participants get a free Zepco rod and reel, a t-shirt, and even a honey bun. And lunch will be provided for everyone. And this year, guys, Red River Bank's even coming with ice cream. Participants ages 3 to 14 can fish for bass, brim, white perch, and even the largest trash fish. There's going to be more awesome giveaways, including 4 bicycles and a lifetime hunting and fishing license. Make sure to pick up your entry forms at Say's Office Supply before we leave. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Max Fresh Market, UTLX, Sinlaw Broadcasting, HHB Trucking, Geo Electric, ACM Paving, FTS Supply, Why Not Stop, Clico, Red River Bank, and Petrus Feed and Seed. Come on out Saturday, August the 1st from safe daylight till 10:30.
Have a Class A or B CDL? Want to drive a local route every day? If you said yes, then you're who we're looking for. Waste Connections of Alexandria, Natchitoches, and Lafayette is hiring drivers with CDL license. You'll get competitive wages, paid vacations, a company stock program, a 401k with company match, medical, dental, vision, life, and disability insurance, and a local route with you at home with your family every night. Apply now at wasteconnections.com/employment. That's wasteconnections.com.
970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO. Now back to Talkback.
Well, we got time. Let me tell you, if you are in Avoyles Parish and you are needing help from FEMA, their disaster recovery center in Avoyles Parish will permanently close tomorrow at 4 p.m. But if you still need help, and this goes for people in Lafourche, Point Capee, St. Landry, St. Tammany, and Terrebonne, you can still apply for that assistance through August 31st. Quickest way to do that is going to the website disasterassistance.gov. You can also download the FEMA app to get that information and application digitally as well. Our friend that was on yesterday from
the SBA.
We got to work on his pronunciation of parishes.
Yeah, that's right. Rapides.
Yeah.
I even told him before we went on, it's kind of funny. I met him outside. His name is Gabriel Peretta. And so when I walked in, I said, "Are you Gabriel?" And he said, "The last person that called me that was my mama, and I ran and hid." So when I hear that, it sends chills down my spines.
Wow.
Because I said it in the Spanish pronunciation.
Yeah.
And so he is from South Texas. He lives in McAllen, Texas, where my wife is from. So we had a neat connection there, which we didn't talk about on the air because he didn't need his boss to hear him talking about himself on the air, right?
Right.
But he does great at all the Texas stuff, the Spanish pronunciations, but he struggled a little bit with some of our Louisiana pronunciations.
Everybody. All right. Also want to remind you that coming up on Monday over at Granbury Conference Center at Louisiana Christian University, it is the monthly meeting for the North Rapids Business and Industry Alliance. The guest speaker this month will be Rapids Parish District Attorney Philip Terrell. So you'll also get to hear from local elected officials and other members. You'll be in the know if you attend that event on Monday. I will not be able to attend. I got something else going on that day, which it's one of the few months I can attend because we don't have school, because usually on Mondays I have a class that ends at 12:10 and one that starts at 12:30.
You should take a field trip. Take your class to a field trip.
That's what Mike Johnson always says. Just bring the class. It's like, the problem is Narvia starts at 11:30, so I can't really take the one, and I can't really take the second one because it starts in the middle of it.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Gotcha. Well, those are great, super informative meetings. I really encourage people to go if they can. I've gone for many, many, many years and plan to continue. I got my application to continue. And I'm looking forward to hearing the DA. So, by the way, locally, I mentioned this to you off air, but happy birthday to a couple of local folks people might know. Tommy Carnline, the public information officer over at the Rapids Parish Sheriff's Office, has a birthday today. And then, yeehaw, Deborah Randolph, the chamber president, super lady, and she is.
I wasn't expecting to say yeehaw when you talk about Deborah Randolph.
I'm full of surprises. So Dave's not here.
Is there a story behind that?
No, it was just I was looking for some celebratory sound effect. You know?
Okay.
I didn't have a sound bank in front of me to push a button and get a cheers and applause, but I was listening to Deborah speak at the chamber legislative luncheon the other day, and we are so blessed as a community to have her leadership. She's so articulate. Obviously, she has a background in news, in media, and understands that realm of life, but she does a great job of promoting business and industry in Central Louisiana. So I celebrate her on her birthday today. So also saw, if anybody eats at Word of Mouth Cafe, John Gunner, who has that little place there right across from the courthouse, his wife has been there for years and years. He posted earlier this morning, today is her last day working at the cafe because her other jobs are taking more and more of her time. So if you know Tamara over there, go by and wish her a good luck in her future, what she's doing, and let her know you'll be sad to see her there. I eat there from time to time, always delicious food. Their shrimp, their fish tacos are just out of this world.
Yeah. You know, the cool thing when you're around Alexandria, you get to run into people sometimes you haven't seen for a while. Ran into Charles Neal yesterday.
I did.
Charles, yeah. Well, local TV sales guy for a lot of years. And then I ran into Max Lindsay and his wife. Max used to work at Channel 5 when I was there. And so they just had their second baby.
That's sweet.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he and his wife was a producer at the station. So
I missed that connection, but I've known Max. I went to high school with his mother.
Oh.
And father, both of them actually, and good family friends. I was mad at them when they moved from Pineville to Alexandria a few years ago.
Yeah.
But beautiful family. It is so neat. Yes, we are probably 100,000 people in this shopping area, but you really get to know people and you bump into people all the time. And I'm so fortunate and so blessed to be a part of the show, the 2 days a week that I am, because people will come up out of the blue. I had something happen to me day before yesterday. I had stopped at Circle K with my daughter, filled up her car with gas. And yes, she starts her full-time job Monday, so I'm still filling up her car with gas. And as I'm walking back out to the car, a lady goes, "Mr. Martin." And I turned around. I said, "Yes." She said, "Thank you." And I said, "For what?" She said, "Just thank you." She said, I see you all the time in the community. You're always doing stuff for people. Thank you. And I said, "Well, I'm sorry. I apologize. Do we know each other?" She said, "Well, we're connected on Facebook, but you don't know me." But she said, "I see you. Thank you." And dude, I was floored by that.
That's pretty cool.
And then I said to her, "I'm so glad my daughter was here to hear you say that." That made my day.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah.
Well, good deal. We always appreciate the feedback you guys give us. So thank you for that. And we'll take our last break.
Talkback, Central Louisiana's longest-running talk show, is now everywhere you are. Talkback is now streaming live on X at Cenla Update, plus Facebook and YouTube at KSYL.
Remember when eating corn right off the cob was one of your favorite summertime treats? Or how about taking a big bite out of a crisp, fresh apple? If it's been a while since you enjoyed these delightful activities, chances are your teeth are no longer up for the task. But now there's great news. The folks over at Today's Dental in Pineville are Cenla's dental implant experts. They're both highly trained and experienced in the procedure. Now with thousands of completely satisfied, delighted patients. They make dental implant surgery simple by using today's most current technologies. Along with in-office IV sedation administered by a highly skilled certified nurse anesthetist, you'll be in and out before you know it, without all the anxiety. Plus, at Today's Dental, their multiple finance options make the entire procedure truly affordable. Go back to crunching all your favorite foods. Give Today's Dental a call at 448-4540. It's a general dental facility on Highway 28 East in Pineville, owned by Dr. Jonas Goche. That's 448-4540.
From America's #1 travel radio show, I'm Robert Carey with today's edition of your RM World Travel Minute. Mary and I hear regularly from listeners, family, friends, business associates, even our local affiliates, that it must be great to travel to all the terrific places we experience. Now, there's no denying it, but I also say there's something to be said about sleeping in your own bed and eating off your own dishes. Today, I thought I'd talk about something else that I hope all of the couples hearing me do on a regular basis, and that's investing in your relationship and making time for dates. As much as Mary and I travel, being married, our relationship is the single most important thing to us, and continuing to nurture it is something we both work on. Yes, a special date could involve travel. It could be a fun getaway, night out on the town, or something else. It could also be something more simplistic, like enjoying a beach day together, supporting each other in things the other person likes to do, making a recipe together from a memorable meal you've shared on your travels, and more. What are some of your fun date day or date night things that you enjoy doing as a couple? And how do you invest in your relationship? Share them with us at rmworldtravel.com/contact. And happy travels, everyone.
970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO. To take part in the show, call 442-8255. That's 442-TALK.
All right, it is the last segment of the week, last segment of the morning. So your last chance to call us at 318-442-8255. Have you gotten to see the Odyssey movie yet?
I did.
You did?
I did. Went Monday night in Dallas.
Really?
To one of those fancy theaters with the reclining seats. And you push the button and they come take your order, your food order and stuff. Way too expensive. I mean, you order whatever it is, $17 for a salad. So we didn't get a whole lot, but it was an experience. And I got to tell you, I know there's some people complaining about the wokeness of it and whatnot. That was a thrilling movie. That was a very entertaining movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I've seen really contrasting reviews of it. I was watching one guy yesterday. He said that he thought it was boring. There were parts where he yawned. There was one part he fell asleep. But you're not saying it was like that at all.
No, I mean, I will say it's like 3.5 hours long. So there were a couple of points. And there were a couple of monsters where the CGI wasn't that awesome. But I think the storyline, if you know anything about Homer's Odyssey and Iliad and his ancient, it made it followable. Because most of us, the last time we did anything with Homer was in high school 40 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was boring back then because we didn't understand the language. This made it, you're like, oh, okay, well, that's where the Cyclops comes from. That's where that's Helen of Troy. Now, I will tell you, the casting of Helen of Troy caught me off guard.
Yeah.
Right? That's not what I expected. The face that launched 1,000 ships.
Right.
And the retelling of the Trojan horse. There really are some powerful insights for us today as to how a Trojan horse works. It did seem like it was really focusing some ways on the depravity of man. It showed some of that.
Yeah.
And the hero, he is essentially trying to find his way back home. So I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Oh, that's
really
cool.
did.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know if I will. I have not been in a money spending, going to movies mood all summer.
Yeah.
Which is weird for me, but I don't know. I just have not done it. Now, I did see a trailer. Well, I've seen 2 trailers in the last couple weeks that I really want to go see. One is a movie called I Play Rocky.
Okay. Oh, I've heard about that one.
It's kind of like a biopic about Sylvester Stallone and him getting the Rocky movie
definitely
to be produced. But he said, but I got to play Rocky. So that looks really good.
Yeah.
The young actor who plays him got the voice down perfectly. The other one, I saw a trailer drop yesterday. It's for a movie called Ebenezer. It's the latest adaptation of Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol, Scrooge. And Johnny Depp is playing Ebenezer.
Oh, my
Scrooge.
goodness.
Yeah, it looks really, just from the trailer, it looks really good. I mean, it's kind of like, Johnny Depp's not like one of my favorite actors by any stretch, but it kind of seems he's bringing a Captain Jack approach to the Ebenezer character, which I kind of like,
No, there's no doubt Captain Jack's got one of my favorite characters. He just embodies that.
Right.
I can't see him in anything else without seeing Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
So I've seen some good movies. Toy Story 5, I enjoyed quite a bit.
Really?
With my daughter.
Yeah.
And I think young parents should watch it because it extols the virtue of play, of imagination.
Right.
Don't be locked into a screen. Screens they're here forever, but that was really good. I did enjoy Michael, the biopic on Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I saw that. I did see that. We actually watched that on Prime, I think.
Yeah.
It was good. I really liked it. Yeah.
And it's very nostalgic if you grew up around that music and to see how it came
I've
about.
had the Human Nature song in my head all summer because of that movie.
Well, Man in the Mirror, I find that to be such a poignant. The older I get, the better I like that song.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, I know there was a lot of uproar about the Odyssey. I get it, and I can see why some of it came. But I'm not one to go looking for demons on doorknobs or spooks underneath every leaf. So sometimes I just enjoy a movie for the movie.
Yeah.
To me, that's how that was.
You don't overthink it.
No, I probably should.
You're just there to be entertained.
I'm there to be entertained.
You're not entertained.
Yeah, that's true. So that I got to be Rocky. I really think that's going to be a great movie.
Yeah, it looks really good. So some things to look forward to for sure. All right. Well,
so many movies out. There's just too many.
Too many?
Yeah, right now. And I will say our local theater.
Yeah.
It's really hard to justify paying.
Yeah.
My daughter and son, they love to be on the very top row. Half the seats on the top row are broken. And it's just, and I feel bad for those workers because they can't, it's just aged and there's not enough people going for a big investment to come in there. But going to that movie theater in Dallas, it was sold out. 100% sold out for that show.
Wow.
Yeah. And now there's only, because of these huge recliner seats, there's only maybe 125 seats in the theater. But it was sold out.
Oh, that's cool. All right, everyone. Hope you have a great weekend. I'll be back with you and I think Steven on Monday. So have a nice weekend.
You've been listening to Talkback. The opinions expressed were those of the hosts and callers, and not necessarily those of Cenlaw Broadcasting. AM 970, FM 104.9, KSYL, and KRRV 100.3 HD3, Alexandria. It's 9 o'clock.
Another tack on tariffs. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. New tariffs are in effect, replacing others expiring today, covering more than 99% of U.S. imports, the White House says.
Imports from 60 countries will face anywhere from 10 to 12.5% tariffs in response to what the Trump administration says are human rights abuse and distortive trade practices. The administration has relied on different authorities to maintain a tariff regime after the U.S. Supreme Court struck down so-called reciprocal tariffs in February.
Fox's Jared Halpern. There have been more airstrikes in Iran, and President Trump says he's considering something bigger because Iran has not received enough pain yet.
Those attacks by U.S. forces over military targets in Iran began at about 2 a.m. local time. The strikes lasted for more than 2 hours. This was the 13th night in a row that the U.S. targeted military targets inside of Iran. It comes as President Trump is warning of something possibly much bigger on the horizon, telling Axios there could be a massive attack on Iran, that the president is close to a decision, but the decision has not been made yet. One thing the president has been firm on over and over again, the fact that he says Iran will never have a nuclear weapon.
Fox's Steve Harrigan. A redo of the White House Correspondents Association dinners tonight at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in D.C. instead of the Washington Hilton.
The event tonight is going to have some new security measures after a gunman stormed the ballroom during April's dinner in an attempt to take the president's life. Some of those new measures include mandatory guest registration for everyone attending. It will pre-vet everyone in that room who will have to show a QR code to get in. There will also be only one entrance.
Fox's Jackie Heinrich. Colt Gray pleads guilty to all charges, including murder for a 2024 shooting at his high school in Georgia. 4 people died. He and his father are expected to be sentenced next week. The father convicted of murder and manslaughter for buying the rifle, knowing about his son's mental health problems. America's listening to Fox News.
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. But at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up. Now you can get unlimited everything for just $35 a line. That's $35 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data. Switch to the carrier ranked #1 in network coverage and customer satisfaction and get unlimited everything for just $35 a month. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit Consumer Cellular online or in-store today. Price includes $5 credit for autopay and e-billing. Taxes and fees apply. Data speeds reduced after 35 gigabytes. Rankings done by 2025 ACSI survey.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Louisiana Radio Network, I'm Jeff Palermo. The latest campaign finance reports for the two candidates running for U.S. Senate are out. Republican Julia Letlow